Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading for October 13th to the 19th. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You know, we're going to jump right into it. Virgo, welcome to the Gateway. We're here. It's powerful, it's promising, and you will dramatically feel the difference from the squeeze of the past few weeks and eclipse season. This is an amazing week, but I saved you for last, okay? We got to talk, Virgo. There's something happening this week. Might have to spend a little bit more time with you, but just know that you're definitely still going to feel the intensity of this season, right? With Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, the intense passion, the energy, the strong emotions, everything we broke down last week, but very different, okay? And if you do like stability, and if you like commitments, you like fated events, if you like getting what you deserve, if you like these midnight 2 in the morning sessions with me, again, you're the last sign trying to get these up tomorrow, Thursday. You're gonna like this week, and it does come with some October surprises, FYI, but the good ones. Okay, now Monday, October 13th, Venus is moving into Libra. Amazing. This is when I say this is going to be the best week. Just trust me for you. All right. This is going to be huge. Locked and loaded. Venus in Libra. Oh my goodness. Venus in her domicile, right? She rules Libra. She does her best here. For you, when it comes to love and relationships and money, beauty, creativity, everything that Venus rules, your pleasures, your values, it's amazing. And her like powers are amped up with the sun in Libra. So you are going to feel extra magnetic and optimistic and very social. She's the life of the party. She makes magic happen. And her lover, Mars, is in his domicile. He's in Scorpio. So amazing. Amazing. You are going to feel fired up. This intense determination and drive and willpower. You already are feeling it. And it's gonna be a little bit more of burning passion that you feel this week, okay? This feel good intensity, because Venus helps takes off that edge, yeah? Venus and Libra. So you've got the power couple of our solar system co-creating your transformation all month long. They're here together all month, yep. And this is where things get really fun for you. You've got Venus in Libra in your second house, okay? Of money, finances, income, salary. Venus, the planet of money. Yep. That's amazing. You and only you. If you're not here for money, by the way, second house is also, relationships. It's your values, like I said. It's food, if that's a thing. It might be, actually, because I'm going to tell you something else. But it's amazing. All right. Mars and Scorpio, as a reminder, Mercury is here too. You see what's happening at the end of the week. Get ready. You're feeling it now. Okay. You're feeling it now. You've been feeling it since last week. So Mars and Mercury and Scorpio in your third house. Yeah. Mercury, your ruling planet. Mercury also rules Gemini. Gemini is the ruler of the third house. So what does that all mean? You're just going to feel very driven and very social. And even, I would even say you're going to feel a little restless. Like there's things that you want, things that you're going to get. It's that burning passion, this magic carpet ride taking you into this gateway. But before you even get there, you do see Venus in Libra is going to be opposite Neptune in Aries, 0 degrees. Okay. And you are definitely still feeling Venus opposite Saturn from over the weekend. All right. So what does that mean for you? Well, money. You're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze with money and relationships. So love, marriage, contracts, money, wealth, investments, creative endeavors, your dreams, your ideals. You're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze. Self-worth, self-value. Okay? When I say you're going to feel a little bit of a squeeze, it's really going to be more you asking yourself, what's real? Is this real? Is this going to be a thing? This relationship, this contract, this job, what's fantasy, what's real. Saturn, remember, is involved. Saturn is in Pisces, that's your opposite sign of partnerships and relationships, while we're in Libra season, which is all about partnerships and relationships. So you're going to ask yourself, do I really want to take on these responsibilities? And remember, it can be love, it can be career, it can be one-on-one, it can be your agent, it can be your relationship with your postman. Doesn't matter, right? Wherever you're putting that energy, you're going to be asking yourself, is this worth my time? And it's basically all about commitment. So just remember that Venus is Neptune's little sister. They're not seeing eye to eye. That's fine. It's okay. We're all going to take a deep breath, because you just find the middle ground. They both rule creativity and music. So this day, play music. Sound is healing. It soothes the soul. Hemisync, I talked about that. Anything you want, really. Jazz, piano, Shakira, it doesn't matter. Okay, the new Tasteway, whatever she's going by these days. I think she came out with a new album. I think that came up in my feed. But the reason why I'm harping on this is because this aspect can really set the tone for the week. Yeah, and you don't want to enter the gateway with illusion, delusion, fantasy, confusion, all those lower expressions of Neptune. So when I say find the middle ground, what's really going to help is you taking a moment for yourself this day, using it for meditation, creative expression, art. Remember, Neptune is visual. Yeah. Watch a movie, go to a gallery, go to a museum, photography, go see, a dance thing. Yeah. Lion King. Anyway, Neptune can just cloud things. That's why you want to do all this. Literally, this takes me 20 minutes every week to do all this on the whiteboard. Yeah, 20 minutes. I'm left-handed. You left-handed? If you're not, left-handers and whiteboards do not get along. Here's the thing. In that 20 minutes, that creative side of my brain, right? It just switches over. The right side of the brain. I'm in a whole other world where it's calming and it's very spiritual and it's rewarding. Remember, Neptune is visual, visualize, vision board, visionary. So use this day, please. Creativity is your soul expressing itself. Music as well. Intuition, your intuition is going to be off the charts. Yeah, you've got Neptune and Aries in your 8th. So that's deep, 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 deep transformation. And 8th house is very psychological, but intuitive too. Now, you're about to kick it to high gear, by the way, because Pluto, the planet of power, transformation, empowerment, Scorpio's modern ruler of the underworld, is going to go direct. You're going to feel this. Pluto moving direct leaves skid marks. So, all that deep inner work that you've been doing since May, all that shadow work even, because Pluto's been retrograde since then. Well, now you're ready to show the world what you learned and what you're made of. And you're going to hit the ground running because Pluto, remember, is out of bounds, which is rare. And he's a little bit unhinged and can be a little extreme. So you may feel that empowerment, like you really, really feel it now. Especially when it comes to work, your daily activities, just you being you, as well as health matters. All right. So it's all about taking charge. But this is where it gets interesting. Okay. Pluto's in Aquarius, right? Aquarius is known for being very forward thinking, the genius, very independent, original, the rebel of the zodiac. Okay. I'm an Aquarius. I do my own thing. Here's the thing. Uranus in Gemini is trine Pluto in Aquarius. I hope this sticks. It's going to be very relevant for the rest of the week. Remember, it's part of the Prism portal. If you don't know what that is, I'll leave the video at the end of this video or in the description box where I talk about what you can expect, Virgo, for the next 2 years of your life, right? It is all those outer planets, right? They're all connecting. Anyway, Uranus trine Pluto, it's auspicious. It's a trine. This is going to be a really big thing for you, okay? Because these two planets are connecting. That's currents of energy flowing between them to bring you radical change. You've got Uranus and Gemini. That's your 10th house of career and fame, honors and achievements. If you're not here for career, let's say you're retired or you're not working, just what you're passionate for, like your deep passion, wherever you're exerting your energy into that you want to be known for, that's connecting with Pluto and Aquarius in your 6th house of work. So there's some major breakthroughs in store for you, okay? That's what this is. When I say change, this is your awakening. This is your breakthrough. This is freedom, yeah? This is not only your transformation, it's very revolutionary. It's your personal revolution. So seize the day, carpe diem. Don't resist the change. Move with it, okay? You are really going to feel charged up. At this point, you're going to want radical shifts. That's Pluto in Aquarius, okay? Significant changes. Remember, Uranus is Aquarius's ruler. Uranus is the sky god. Pluto is the ruler of the underworld. As above, so below. This is your higher calling. Connect with it. It's years long. But remember, it's at those early degrees. They're just getting started. You're about to have one of the biggest breakthroughs that you've ever had in your life. Okay? Now, the other thing is, welcome to the Gateway. Yep. Tuesday, October 14th. Your magic carpet ride comes right through. You're a VIP. Here's our first grand trine. You have a grand air trine with Venus in Libra, trine Uranus in Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius, and as you know, they're trine as well. This is a party with all the air signs. It's intellectual, it's inspiring, it's you being in planning mode, decision making, communicating, being social, making agreements, all of that, strong eye contact, all of that. Okay, now, I talked about this in your monthly forecast. Are you ready for this? Trines, they're supportive, right? They have the nature of Jupiter, they work in your favor. When you have a grand air trine, it's equilateral triangle, right? It brings greater potency, a charge like a battery in 3 areas of your life. You've got Venus in Libra in your 2nd house of finances, salary, income. Uranus in Gemini in your 10th house of career and fame. And Pluto in Aquarius in your 6th house of everyday activities and work. There's something really big and special happening for you right now. Okay? And this emphasis, this air trine is, it's all about your deepest passions. And work and career and money and networking and love, even love and relationships for sure. So, and material possessions, like a lot of you are going to be getting things. Okay. Really nice. I'm jealous, but it really has something to do with your future dreams, and it all involves like new beginnings and breakthroughs and surprises. It's Uranus. Uranus is the planet of surprises, the unexpected. So it could also be chance encounters in love, in career, shocking revelations. Yeah. Remember, Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, digging up the truth. Pluto's doing the same thing. All in your workplace. And it could even be, remember, if you're a Virgo sun, for instance, if that's your sun sign. Now, I've said this before. Sometimes these aspects aren't about you. They could be your boss suddenly quits, or, you know what I mean? Like things like that have a big impact on you. And it's like, oh, hey, you're up next in line. Anyway, there's something really special happening for you. And this is that feel good intensity. Venus trine Pluto alone has so much power, and it's just so transformative, and it brings out this confidence in you. And there is a sense of reinventing yourself here. And as I said in your monthly forecast, this is the first time anyone on this planet has ever experienced this or will ever experience it. Yep, part of that prison portal. You're entering a brand new era, a new frontier. This is a peak, and you're expanding your consciousness. You're taking risks. That's what this is, while staying true to your authentic self. So this is your big break. And technically, we do have a kite formation as well. It's a planetary configuration, because remember, you've got this grand air trine with Venus, right? Venus is opposite Neptune and Aries. There's a lot happening. And this is, we're just getting started. Look at what else is happening. Jupiter, and by the way, just know that there's going to be change. Okay? With the fact that Venus is opposite Neptune and Aries in your 8th house of change and transformation and death and rebirth. Yeah. So Jupiter trine Saturn that same day. What? That's amazing. You listen, we have not had this since 2014. So you got this grand air trine. You got the power brokers, Venus and Mars, in their domiciles, working their magic for you. And now you've got Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance and profit and expansion and wisdom, working with Saturn to bring you stability and structure, success and recognition for the long term. And when I say long-term goals, long-term commitments, pure potential that's ever so long-lasting, especially for you, Virgo, because you've got Saturn and Pisces in your 7th house of partnerships and marriage and love and commitments, long-term. And then you also have Jupiter in Cancer, exalted in Cancer, in your 11th house of your future hopes and long-term goals and commitments and dreams and aspirations. So you get double the dose here over any other sign. You're good already. And this is where you start feeling all that optimism and security. It's a whole new sensation. Building this new foundation, you're going to feel it all through November. Okay? So yeah, 2 months. Now, if you're a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon or for your husband, Eric, or for your mom or whoever, yeah, I'm just going to tell you what, this is a lot. I'm just going to tell you what aspect you're going to feel the most. And to be honest, well, it would really be, you know, it really is going to be Mercury and Mars conjuncting and Scorpio. Okay. There's just so much here. But yeah, I would say those, you're not really going to feel that as much as the other signs. It's really, honestly, it's like the fixed signs. It's the cardinal signs. It's the air signs. It's the, water signs. Like it's, yeah. So, but remember, everyone feels all of this. Now, October 16th. Oh, but we are going to get to this, to the aspect that you're going to feel the most. I don't even think it's on the whiteboard. It's not even on the whiteboard. Okay. Now, October 16th, we have the Sun square Jupiter. Are you sitting down for this? It's going to be big. Okay. This is huge because it's a good square, right? Remember, Jupiter always squeezes something good out of all these aspects. And this is all about expanding your worldview. And especially there's something here about seeing the big picture, especially with home and family, your long-term goals and dreams, friendships too, your squad, groups you belong to, maybe even social media is a big thing for you right now with Jupiter and Cancer. This is a time where you would go really viral. Yeah, with Mars and Mercury in your 3rd, that rules the internet, online, and then you have Jupiter and Cancer 11th, the masses, social media. So please post some stuff. But yeah, there's something here expanding your worldview. There's also something here that has to do with your self-worth, self-value. So it's a bit of a home improvement meets like self-improvement. Now, here's the other thing. The Sun in Libra will be opposite Chiron and Eris, Mars' sister, in Aries. That's strong. And the reason why it's a little bit stronger is because now you have a T-square. You have the Sun in Libra opposite Chiron and Eris. Okay, Chiron and Eris squaring Jupiter, square the Sun. It's a whole thing. We're going to simplify this. It's Chiron, so he is the wounded healer, right? You're going to be doing some healing, old wounds, and it can go really deep. especially because Chiron and Eris are in your 8th house, which, as I had mentioned, is very deep, okay? Pluto is the ruler of the 8th house, remember? Ruler of the underworld, so there may be some things coming to the surface. Here's the good news, is that this T-square, there's confidence in your healing. Yeah, facing any fears. Eris, the goddess warrior, right? Mars' sister, is right on top of Chiron. You know that last week. There was the perfection. She is helping you, well, she's basically ripping off the Band-Aid for any wounds when it comes to relationships or money, okay? As well as even intimacy for y'all. It is your 8th house. Here's the thing. You've got the Sun and Jupiter as part of this T-square. So there is a sense of optimism. This sense of, I will climb this mountain, even though I am afraid of heights. Yeah. I will forgive and forget. I will move on because I will not let old wounds define me. That's what you're going to feel. There is a sense of kindness around this day with this aspect. Random acts of kindness from strangers, your loved ones, even you, bestowing it. I'm here for you as well. But on top of this and the Grand Air Trine and the Rare Grand Trine, the Prison Portal, you have another T-square. That's the moon in your sign. Okay? So that's why I'm saying, please pay attention. You've got the moon in your sign. Yeah? 0 degrees. And the moon in your sign is going to square both Uranus and Gemini. And Juno, Jupiter's wife, in Sagittarius. So, and Uranus is opposite Juno. So there's your T-square, okay? This one's a little trickier because this is all about your routines, your day-to-day, health matters, and work, as well as pets. It's a T-square. Uranus and Gemini, remember, your 10th house of career, but also just the way that you want to be recognized, leadership as well. And then you have Juno and Sagittarius. Juno is Libra's asteroid. She represents everything that has to do with partnerships, relationships, marriage, love. Yeah? Contracts as well. In your 4th house, home and family. You already have a lot of energy around home and family. So there just may be something here. As you know, the moon in Virgo, I'm a Virgo moon, can be very analytical, all about the fine details. Can even be worry energy. It can be fact-checky, right? This is happening at a time where you have Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, where it's digging for the truth. You have Pluto direct in your 6th house. That's your home. All right? Your daily activities, health, work. So just be very mindful this day. It's a good day to not be hard on yourself and not strive for perfection. We're all humans, okay? We're all human beings. The good news is that Venus will sextile Juno this day, and it's actually really, really nice. Just seeing what's happening for you, like it's really special. There's money involved. We'll talk about your second spread. We'll talk about both of it. There's more to it. The moon is going to conjunct the south node in your sign. There you go. There's something you're saying bye-bye to. All right? We'll talk about it later in your second spread. But here's the other thing, is that it really is just about commitments this day. And we also have a Yod. Another planetary configuration. It's a very complex week. Okay? But this day, with all the chironic activity, just know that, and it's for every sign. Sometimes you have to go through uncomfortable moments to get comfortable. All right? Now, here's another thing that's happening on the same day. You've got Mars in Scorpio, your intense, deep passions and transformation, will trine the North Node in Pisces and sextile the South Node in your sign. It's amazing. This is what you've waited for. You've got something destined here. Please pay attention. You got opportunities opening up for you. All right? Grab them. They're destined. vibrate at that high frequency. Because Jupiter, remember, is trine Saturn. Saturn is karma. You have Mars literally on the nodes of fate. Okay? This is a big deal. Mars. And so remember, the North Node is in Pisces, South Node's in your sign all year. And the fact that Mars in your third is going to trine the North Node in Pisces, marriage, partnerships, relationships, there's something really, really great here. Okay? That's fated. Third house, remember, is agreements. It's, verbal agreements. It's even like writing, like signing things. It's starting new things, businesses even. Could be a business partner you're doing something with. Contracts is the seventh house. Yeah. So there's something big, fated. It's meaningful. It's spiritual. It's purposeful. It's your life purpose. It's the nodes of fate. It's your mission statement. This is you fulfilling your dreams and your destiny with confidence and compassion. This is a gateway within a gateway. The moon in Virgo, by the way, it's going to conjunct the South Node. It's also going to sextile Mars and Mercury. So it's not just Mars that's trying the North Node in Pisces, South Node in your side. It's Mercury too, and that's your ruler. So this is a hot potato. This is a loaded potato this day. There's a lot happening. Just know two things. A, truth will come to the surface. It might be you. You got something to say. All right? 85% might be you. The other thing is that this is definitely going to be a time where you're going to have to let something go. And not only will truth come to the surface, patterns, habits, things from your subconscious, memories, people, circumstances, even things going back to childhood. It's the South Node. It's the past. It's your life lessons, what you've learned. We're leaving it, right? And Mars is here enforcing it. Okay, so there's something you're gonna have an adjustment here. All right. It is like, what are you willing to surrender is what this is. Okay. Let me rephrase that. It's Mars and Mercury in Scorpio. Mars is like a laser, okay? And Mercury is also just brings that sharpness. So if they're going to be on the South Node, there may be some things that are very cold turkey. All right? Habits, patterns, being hard on yourself. That's what you want to let go. It's in your sign. Anyway, we'll talk about more in the second spread. Mars is, I got to catch up with Mars. And he's doing this to me to move the needle forward for you. Sunday, October 19th, Mercury will conjunct Mars in Scorpio, 18 degrees. Buckle up. Mercury and Mars merging their energies in a very intense, passionate sign. If Mercury is what you're thinking, by the way, Mars is how you get it. And this is taking no prisoners. So you're going to go get what you want. It's in your third house. You're going to say what you got to say. All right? So when I say this comes with a disclaimer, just know it's penetrating. It's beast mode. It's stimulating. It's fiery. It's expressive. It's hold my beer energy. Okay? It gets the job done. You're going to feel this verve with your goals and achieving them, ideas, networking, a big focus on investments, building relationships, launching businesses, selling things, travel, wealth, your legacy, all of that. Okay. This is such high determination and ambition and passion. This is you being the first in the office and the last to leave. Now, with that said, there is a lower expression here. Okay. It can be a little abrasive. It can be tempers flaring. It can be very 9-inch nails. Remember I talked about the grudge. Yeah. Not letting things go. Okay. Revelations, truths come into the surface. That's Mars and Mercury and Scorpio. Maybe if there is something that you hear you being reactive and not responsive. It's manipulation, it's mind games, it's power struggles, it's come at me, bro energy. It's hold my beer energy. Yeah, it works both ways here. Remember, Scorpio is a scorpion. It has a stinger. And these stings linger. All right? It's deep. It's Scorpio energy. So, the fact that Pluto, Scorpio's ruler, has gone direct, planet's gone wild, in your sixth house, there may be something here with colleagues, employees, bosses, people in the workplace, maybe even doctors or vets. And maybe even, I mean, it's your third house. It's family, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, even neighbors. You have a lot of home stuff happening. All right. Remember, you also have Uranus opposite Juno. Uranus brings a little bit of chaos sometimes. So keep that in mind. You're on a karmic journey. All right. Especially this week, literally the nodes of fate. Mars is right on top of them. Okay. Everything has ripple effects. Remember that. Okay. Just be hyper focused on your goals, your journey, your legacy. You're going to be fine. You have these amazing gateways giving you so much, offering so much. So, the other thing, by the way, is that we do have a second grand air trine this day with a moon in Libra, Uranus in Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius. So, money. And the moon will conjunct Venus in Libra this day. You just can't make this up. It's like more money. Venus, planet money. So this is really great. And if you're not here for money, like I said, love, relationships, marriage, all of that on the table, look, feels really good, or you're getting something, resources, yeah, or food. I talked about food, yeah. There may be something here with food. You know, you rule food. Well, you don't rule food. You've got Venus in Libra in your second house. Second house is food. Venus is all about treating yourself. So that's really nice. But you've got Pluto and Aquarius in your sixth house. That's your home. Sixth house is, health, but also like the digestive system. Virgo, you rule that. Yeah, I would just be very mindful of treating yourself. Do it, but you might have some things that have to do with food and even gut instincts. Okay, let's get started. And then also, yeah, that's it. Actually, no. Mercury conjunct Mars. Who's going to feel that the most? It'll be the fixed signs: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, and I'm throwing in Gemini, you, and Aries. If you have any planets, 18 to 28 degrees in the fixed signs. Because remember, they're traveling together for a long time. You're going to feel it the most. And you're already feeling it, Virgo. Tell me that you're not. Tell me that you're not. Things have been a little spicy, right? Anyway, Virgo, and thank you all who have joined greatawakener.com. And speaking of surprises and secrets, yeah, why don't I tell you one right now? You want a big reveal? It's coming. Okay, there's my secret. No, it's in the description box. The thing that I've been working on, I'm finally able to I'll reveal it soon. I'll reveal it soon, but everything about Great Awakener is in the description box. Let's get started. Virgo, y'all are amazing. Thanks for staying up with me very late at night. I'm looking at the time and I'm just like, okay, T minus 12 hours. 8 hours. Let's get started, Virgo. See what's going on for you for October 13th to the 19th for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Wow, Virgo. Okay, thank you. Virgo, you are so amazing. And I'm very excited for you for this week. You're going to see, like I said, it's going to be like night and day. You're going to see a lot of things change for you. And there is likely going to be just some great stuff. I do a traditional culture cross spread, offers the best overview, especially for a weekly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Virgo, you're amazing. Thank you. Yeah, I think is this our first night reading? I don't know. But I am, it's so funny. About 8 hours from now, I'm going to post these. But I did save you for last because you will have the moon and your sun conjunct the south node. And remember, it takes 2 days for the moon's going to be in your sun for like 2 days. So it really just depends on what degree. Like, yep. But every Virgo is going to feel that. It's part of your transformation. All right, let's get started. Okay. Literally everything I just said is right here. Okay. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Nine of Swords. There's a lot going on up here. A lot. And what I want, and a lot of it has to do with another person, a partnership, a relationship. A lot of it is centered around career. This card is actually attributed to Mars and Gemini. It's a Gemini card. Remember, Gemini rules your 10th house. So if not career, your reputation, how people are perceiving you, how you think people are perceiving you. This is someone who is overanalyzing things, FYI. So, yeah, it's all a matter of everything that I said with Chiron involved. That healing, okay? Really going deep. It's in your 8th house. What did I say? That could be very psychological. So it's really doing that inner work. And now you have this huge support system all around you. You have Jupiter and Cancer in your 11th house. What I say that is like connecting with others. Jupiter expands. Jupiter's luck. You're going to be fine. You have the 9 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread. And this is your card. Actually attributed to Venus and Virgo. And you can even see the symbol of Venus all over her gown. So there's your love, your relationships, your money. Pentacles, right? Wealth. There's a sense of self-sufficiency here. There's a sense of, I worked hard to get to this spot. I really earned my spot here. Yeah. So I love this. I think that this is that abundance you've been seeking. Freeness, freedom. All right. But it starts here. Okay. It starts here. And it's not being hard on yourself. You've got to work with that chironic energy. It's healing those old wounds. And again, sometimes like I said, you have to get a little bit uncomfortable to get comfortable. Look at all that comfort. The Ace of Pentacles too. In your challenge area, all right? So there may be something here. Look at what's happening here. There's something here where it feels like, and by the way, when you have what you have with Neptune and Aries, opposite Venus, and even just all this Scorpio energy, Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, there is this card is highly associated with like retirement. So that could be like the thing you're letting go to, and part of your transformation. You're moving into this place where you feel all this enlightenment. Yeah. But there's also something here with that Ace of Pentacles where there may be some path that you may have thought was the direction you wanted, but Uranus happened. Put you on a different path, right? So it's adjusting to a lot of that Uranian energy. At the end of the day, you're still going to get what you want, but it's a matter of not returning to things from the past. If you do, because you will have the moon conjunct in the south node of your sign. Don't get stuck in that energy. You got that 10 of Swords. So, yeah, there are going to be some things that sting a little bit. Up here, too. That's going to cause you to overthink, overanalyze, and be hard on yourself. All the things that you do not want to do, especially when it comes to your reputation and career. Another Gemini card. But you see the sun is coming out of the horizon here. Yep, it's a 10-2. 10 is the end. This is a card of new dawn. So it's all about learning from anything that was hard. and going through those motions. This is a card where you could have felt, it's literal backstab, right? And even betrayal, and even just maybe there was some, it's swords. Swords are the mental suit. And it's so hard to tell Virgos not to like overthink, right? I mean, again, I can attest as a Virgo moon, but if my mom's a Virgo, Ruby's a Virgo, but there's something to be said here of it just feels like you're going through some big change. Yeah, there may be some surprises, but there also may be something here where you have to keep your eyes on the path that you want to be on, okay? If you get taken on a different path, make that path work for you. That's what's happening here. When you've got Mars on the north node, south node conjuncting the moon in your sign, that's sextiling Mars and Mercury and part of a T-square, that's a lot. That's a lot. So, yeah, this actually, it really does turn into, well, you have the moon in your future, by the way. So there is something to be said about turning anything up here where it could have felt like a lot of pressure that you're putting on yourself as well. Even like that sense of betrayal, maybe feeling that people weren't supporting you, maybe feel like you weren't getting a lot of support through some hardships that you may have been going through, especially with a relationship, partnership, love, marriage, family is a big thing for you, as well as career. But now it's you owning everything and saying, none of that. Remember what I said. It's like, I'm not going to have any of these wounds define who I am. That's you right there. Okay. And then the death card. Perfect. Perfect. This is the beginning of this new chapter in your life. This is the end. You see it's ending. I'll even clarify that. I'll show you. You got the Ten of Swords and Nine of Cups. So, amazing. You're good. AF. You're good. And when I say, look at what's happening here, by the way. You've got the death card in the root of your spread. This is transformational process. Your life changing. This card is attributed to Scorpio. So look at this. Yeah, the sun coming on the horizon. Yeah. Same thing here. The sun is optimism and joy and opportunities. Vitality could help. And then you have, once you learn your lessons here, and those lessons have to be learned, you do have the Sun square Jupiter, okay, as part of one of the T-squares. And then that is life lessons. On the karmic nodes of fate, with the South Node conjuncting the moon in your sign, yeah, there's something to be, you've got to learn something. You see that man's hand gesture here, same as a Hierophant. So it's like a blessing in disguise. You're like, okay, it was hard, but it's over, and now I get what I want. You got the wish come true card, the card of satisfaction, of being proud of yourself. There's even that here. Yeah. And this is, again, the sun coming out. Don't resist change. You want it. It's deep down inside you, this change. You want it really bad. You want out of that, and look at the direction you're moving. Okay. Now you also have the moon. Okay. So very interesting. The thing I was going to point out is that the seat's missing from this cushion. Or wait, the cushion's missing from the seat. So the thing I was going to point out is that you got the Ace of Pentacles. That's just a 10, right? 1, 0, 1. Death card. Yeah. Endings, new beginnings. It's happening. And then you have the 10 of Swords, a 10. 1, 0 goes 1, new beginning. What comes after 10? 1, right? 9. 9. 9. The moon card 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. So this is this entire spread out with old and with the new. It is all about your transformation. There's something ending, there's something beginning. 9 is fulfillment, it's endings, it's completion, but it's preparing for 10. Okay? It's the last of the single digits. You see what's happening. This is one of the biggest transitions of your life this week. There's a lot happening, okay? And then the moon in your future. Listen, you know that 9 is a tribute. Look at whose face is in the moon. All right, in the major arcana, card 9. Who is that? The Hermit. The Hermit attributed to who? You, Virgo. So this is you doing that. Going within, unrooting things from the subconscious. Anything that you're holding in that's taking up way too much headspace, it has got to go. Look at what you're going to be rewarded with. Yeah? And so this is a return to this, but in a different sense. This is more emotional. This is, the moon is in your sign, right? Conjuncting the south node. I mean, you got the actual moon card. A lot of things here, nodding, winking to partnerships, relationships, even marriage. Even the moon attributed to Pisces in tarot, right? Rules, partnerships, relationships for you. So the moon, yeah, this is a different type of, like, this is more emotional. This is a little bit more visceral. This is all up here. This is, yeah, emotions tied to you not being able to sleep at night. Overthinking as well, but just your emotions now at play. So do that healing this week. Things will come up. You will have to face them. That's just how it works with Mars and Mercury and Scorpio. Remember, they're just like. Anyway, I'll even clarify that. But I want to see what's going on here. You listen. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be good. Listen. You're gonna be fine. Virgo, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on, and yeah. No, honestly, I want to hear from you. I want to know what's going on. You got so many great things happening, but in the middle of it all, you do have the moon conjunct the south node in your sign as part of a T-square with Juno opposite Uranus. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Let's see what... okay. You're going to be good. You're going to be fine. There's some noise. I see what's happening now. You got the 2 of Pentacles here. Yeah. Listen... money's going to be a thing. And remember, it starts from the beginning of the week. Your 8th house, your 2nd house is activated. But then you have this amazing grand air trine. And so a lot of it is, remember, that's all air signs, intellect. If this is happening, if you have so much up here where it's focused on worry and regret and, maybe even remorse, burnout energy, betrayal, all of that, you're holding all that in. You don't have room to have this new beginning with all this grand air trine, this gateway, right? So you want to make room, okay? That 2 of Pentacles is a little, imbalanced here. It almost feels like the biggest thing for you for this week, when it comes to money, when it comes to even wealth, that it does seem like there may be some opportunities that are really good for you. You do have the 9 of Pentacles in the heart of your spread, okay? But you got to know what you want, yeah? With Venus opposite Neptune right from the get-go, right from the bat. Ask yourself, is this real? Is this not real? And that's the other thing. You got to trust your intuition, all right? Because let's say you say, oh, it is real, when deep down inside you're like, okay? 5 of Wands. That's some noise right here. Very interesting. Yeah, the 5 of Wands with the moon. The 5 of Wands attributed to Leo. That's Saturn and Leo. The moon, that rules your 12th house. Leo rules your 12th house. The subconscious. Unrooting things. Yeah. It feels like there's just a lot going on up here this week. You have the 10 of Cups. And by the way, yeah, in your physical world too, it's a week where you may not see eye to eye with some others. And again, for you, it mostly will be family or colleagues. Yep. All right. Now, 10 of Cups. There you go. You got the 9 of Cups. You got the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. That's the direction you're moving. Go get it. Remember, you got nothing. You got Mars and Mercury and Scorpio. That's helping you have these conversations. And again, it can be a lot going on up here, being in your third house. But it's Mercury. It's your ruler. You know how to work with Mercury. But that's really amazing. 10 of Cups and then the Queen of Cups. So these are cups, emotions, feelings, love and relationships too, intuition, but self-love. It comes down to self-love. Even with that Queen of Cups, that's your final outcome. This is someone who has so much compassion and empathy and self-love, emotional intelligence, someone who's really connected with their emotions, but also leads with their heart, someone that people look to and she's a big leader and they know that she will take care of them. Yeah, the people in her kingdom. So I love this because she has a sense of independence too. You've got the 9 of Pentacles here. It's just, let's not go back to, remember, things from the past may come up. Yeah, South Node, Moon conjuncting your sign. That might not be easy for you, all right? But it's also, this is in your future as well. There may be something that is, from this point forward, there's something that just sinks back in. It's like you going back into over analytical mode, and it verges on your emotions. And this is just saying you've got to trust your intuition at this point. Let's do some clarifiers here. I want to actually see the moon. You ready? You want to see the moon? Oh, let me turn this back on. This is what happens after a certain time. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have the Knight of Cups. How funny. Knight of Cups is also Pisces. And just out of sheer coincidence, right? Wink, wink. Pisces, again, rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So something here that has to do with partnerships, relationships, where, yeah. There's clear, and then remember, 9 of Cups is also a Pisces card. As you have all these Pisces cards, and then the 10 of Cups as well. So Queen of Cups has Piscean energy, more Cancer, but does still have, there's something here with partnerships, relationships. It can be career, it can be love, but you see what's on the other side of this. If look, I'm going to show you something here. Remember, you have the Death card in the root of your spread, all about transformation. You have Pluto going direct. You have everything this week is about transformation. Everything this month is about transformation. You see the dog and the wolf, right? They represent evolution. Yeah. This is your evolution. You've got to go confront things. That's you, the crayfish. You got to go past the dog and the wolf. You see the moon is in front of the sun, right? Anyway, those columns that you actually see in the Death card. So it's not for free, right? You got to earn this as well. But a lot of it is just shifting your mindset and not being hard on yourself. You know, the Knight of Cups. It's almost like something sets you free here. But also, there's the Knight in Shining Armor that's coming through for you too. And it, again, love, relationships, or work relationships. Maybe even something platonic. I'm going to see that 5 of Wands. You're really good. You're really good. I think that Chiron can represent like a mentor. It can represent someone that's actually, really spiritual, that helps you, supports you. It could even be you, but here with that 5 of Wands, all that noise, these people, they're kids. They need to learn how to work together, right? That's just a lot of egos at play. The clarifying that 5 of Wands, someone's got to rise above, right? But someone's got to be the one that teaches too. This is the high priest, all about knowledge, inner knowledge, that wisdom. So it does seem like there's got to be something here where someone is going to support you, be on your side, lead you the right way, that kind of energy. So it feels really nice. Again, I feel like I don't even know what time it is. Okay, you're good. You're actually really good, but you do have some work to do. You're going to have some healing to do. It may be a week where there may be some chironic wounds that come up, things from the past, things that are resurfacing. You again look at what's on the other side. It feels like something sets you free. There's a sense of independence in a lot of your readings, right? At the end of the day, you want change, and you're going to get that change. Yep. As long as you really work with the subconscious, unrooting things. Again, the biggest thing is you being hard on yourself. You don't want to do that. Those swords. And again, he's set free, right? He's getting his wish. It's what you want. You know? I'm going to show you one last thing. And then we'll call it a night. And then I get to go to bed. Yeah. You see what's happening here? Yeah. So they basically want the same thing. They want change. Okay? You're going to get it. Your life is about to change in a very auspicious way. Virgo, thanks so much. Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about the South Node conjuncting the moon in your sign. Did I tell you? I did tell you that. Did I tell you the other thing? I think I did. Venus sextiling Juno? I think I did. Okay, we'll talk about that. There's a lot we'll talk about. Second spread, tier 3 members. You know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. We have a lot of fun, especially at this after midnight bash. Virgo, y'all crack me up. Stop it. Okay. Virgo, if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Thanks so much. I will see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.